Welcome to chemistry online classes. Next we are starting another chapter in organic chemistry, amino acids, peptides and protein. Let's start with amino acid. What is amino acid? So the organic compound containing carboxylic group as well as amine functionality, those compounds we call it as amino acid. Amine group and acid group should be present in the molecule. Those molecules we call it as amino acids. Let's take a general. In this example, the COH group is present and NH2 group is present, and this is an example for amino acid. The COH group, the next carbon we call it as alpha carbon, and this is an example for alpha amino acid. Let's take another example. Here next to COH, this carbon is alpha carbon, this carbon is beta carbon, and this is an example for beta amino acid. Let's take another example. CH2, COOH, NH2, and here this carbon is alpha carbon, this carbon is beta carbon, and this carbon is gamma carbon, and this is an example for which amino acid? Gamma. At gamma position NH2 is present. This is called as gamma amino acid. So like this we have different class of amino acids are there, but in this chapter we are mainly focusing on alpha amino acids, because most of the proteins, when we hydrolyze, we'll get alpha amino acid, which is having importance. In this chapter mainly we discuss alpha amino acids. General representation of amino acid, both COH and NH2, both function group is attached to the same carbon, and we have R. Here this is acid functionality and this is base, it is nothing but NH2, and we have different side chain. This is a general representation of alpha amino acid, and this alpha carbon is having NH2 functionality, COOH. Let's take a classification of alpha amino acids. First one, classification based on nature of amino acids. So when we take a amino acid, based on the nature, we are classifying the amino acid into three types. The first one is acidic amino acids, let's take an example. If I take aspartic acid, COH, in this aspartic amino acid, extra CH2COH is present, and this is alpha carbon which is having NH2, and you can see here, because of the extra COH, the resulting solution it will show acidic in nature, and this kind of amino acids we call it as acidic amino acids, and this is an example, aspartic acid. And similarly we have another example, CH, NH2. This is an example for the acidic amino acid. It is a glutamic acid. And the second one is basic amino acids, which is having, let's take second one, basic amino acids. Basic amino acids. Let's take an example, lysine. COOH, NH2, and we have CH2, 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 NH2. So here one acid group is present, one base. Along with that we have extra NH2 group, and you know that NH2 group is a basic functionality. So we have extra NH2, and these amino acids we call it as basic amino acid. And the third one is neutral amino acid. So in this molecule, in these amino acids, one acid group is present and one basic group is present. As a result, it will show neutral, and these are an example for neutral amino acid. And here I am writing glycine. Glycine is an example for neutral amino acid. Glycine, alanine, valine. So these all comes under neutral amino acids. So this classification based on the nature of amino acids. There is a second type classification is there based on the nutrition values. Those are essential amino acids and non-essential amino acid. Non-essential amino acids. So essential amino acids which are required for the body, but these are not synthesized in the body. And here these amino acids we have to take in the diet or supplied through the food, and these amino acids we call it as essential amino acid. Essential amino acids are which are essential for the human body, but these are not synthesized by the human body. We have to supply through the food. That's why these are called essential amino acids. Another one, non-essential amino acid, which can be synthesized by human body. Those are called as non-essential amino acid. Examples for essential amino acids: lysine, just we have seen basic amino acid structure, that is an essential amino acid. Threonine, methionine, these all are comes under essential amino acids. When it comes to non-essential amino acid, tyrosine, glutamine, asparagine, these are comes under non-essential amino acids. So total when we look at the alpha amino acid, there are more than 500 amino acids are exist. But when we take a naturally, means if you take a natural protein, when we hydrolyze, we get a amino acids, and those are observed 20. In that 20, 12 are non-essential amino acids. That means it can be synthesized by body in the body. Essential amino acids 8, which cannot be synthesized in the human body, we have to supply through the food. And this is the second classification based on the nutrition value. So the first one is based on the nature, second classification based on the nutrition values. Next, move on to the stereochemistry of amino acid, alpha amino acid. So we have seen that both COOH and NH2 group is attached to the alpha carbon. COOH and NH2, and this carbon is called chiral carbon. If R is not equal to H. If R equal to H, then it becomes CH2, it cannot be called as chiral carbon. So except glycine, all the amino acids are optically active. Glycine is optically inactive because it is does not contain chiral carbon, not optically active, or simply we call it as optically inactive. Optically inactive. So once if it is optically active, we know that there is a two forms it is exist. One is dextro form and the mirror image levo form. So if plane of the polarized light it rotates into right side, we call it as dextro isomer. If it is rotates into left side, that we call it as levo isomers. And all the amino acids are chiral, means optically active, except glycine, it will show both the form. But interestingly, when we look at the stereochemistry, most of the natural amino acids are L configuration, capital L, not a capital D. Let's take an example. So the best example I am taking is alanine. So this amino acid I am writing in the Fischer projection formula, NH2, and this is a chiral carbon. It can be exist mirror image also. NH2. Okay. If you look at here, when we compare with the D-glyceraldehyde, because capital D, capital L, it is a relative configuration. We have to compare with the D-glyceraldehyde and L-glyceraldehyde. Here, the NH2 group which is present in the right side, this we call it as D isomer. And if NH2 group is present in the L left side, we call it as L isomer. So most of the amino acids, natural amino acid, which exist in the L form, not in the D form. So if they are giving in the any form, we have to convert into Fischer projection, and you can assign whether it is the D isomer or L isomer. So when we are writing in the Fischer projection formula, NH2 group is present in the left side, and those isomers we call it as L isomers. And general representation we put in this fashion: NH2, COOH, and here chiral carbon, hydrogen and NH2, and this R may be varied, different amino acid side chain. And this is a general representation, and most of the amino acids which shows L configuration. This is about the stereochemistry of amino acids. Let's move on to the acid base behavior of amino acids. Let's take a general COH, H and NH2, and we have amino acid, that is acid base behavior. Here NH group is a proton acceptor and COH group is a proton donor, such that this proton is donates, that is called as acid, and NH2 group is accept the proton, it is called as base. So as a result it is converted into COO minus after donation of the proton, carboxylate ion, and NH2 becomes NH3, ammonium, H and R, and this we call it as Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion or R, dipolar ion. dipolar ion, or it is a internally acid group is donating H plus and base group is taking H plus. This is a nothing but salt formation. This we call it as internal salt. This is internal salt. So what is the Jupiter ion is? The molecule which contains equal number of charges, opposite charges, that is equal number of positive and equal number of negative charges which are present in the molecule, that ion we call it as Jupiter ion. And here one is negative, another one is positive, we call it as dipolar ion or internal salt. So this is form, when we are writing this form we call it as non-ionic form, and this form is called ionic form, and it is exist in the Jupiter ion. When we take a amino acid which is having a acid and base functionality, one will donate, another one will accept. It is called as self neutralization reaction. As a result of self neutralization reaction which is exist in the Jupiter ion form, Jupiter ion is nothing but equal number of opposite charges, positive and negative charges which are present in the molecule. This we call it as Jupiter ion. Next class we will discuss about the isoelectric point and electrophoresis. So today we have discussed about the what is amino acids, classification of the amino acid base behavior, that is Jupiter ion formation or Jupiter ion form of amino acid, stereochemistry of the amino acids.